If you're looking for a robot vacuum that can take care of everyday cleaning around your home with a lot less hands-on work, well, this is the Uninell UR3. And I've been putting it through some real-life home cleaning situations, including cleaning carpets, dog hair, hardwood floors, mopping corners, and navigating around furniture. And there are definitely a few things about this robot that really stand out. You've got powerful suction, smart LiDAR navigation, automatic self-emptying, mopping, app control, a handheld remote, and up to 180 minutes of runtime. So let's take a closer look at what the UR3 can actually do. Let's start with one of my favorite features, the self-emptying station. The UR3 comes with a large 3.5-liter self-emptying dust bag capacity. Uninell says the station can hold up to 90 days of dirt and pet hair, depending on how much debris your home produces, of course. That means you don't have to constantly stop what you're doing to empty the robot's dustbin. Once the robot finishes cleaning, it can return to the station itself and automatically empty itself. And if you have pets, this is especially useful because you're dealing with hair and dirt on a regular basis. The UR3 also uses a tangle-free brush design that's intended to help prevent hair from wrapping around the whole brush, and it really helps. So instead of constantly pulling hair out of the brush, the goal is to make the routine maintenance much easier. Now, let's test the cleaning power. The UR3 has up to 7,000 PA of hurricane suction power. Now, that's designed to pull dirt and debris from hardwood floors while also getting deeper into carpets. And it has an auto carpet boost, which really helps. So when the robot detects carpet, it can basically automatically increase the suction power. Now, this is one of those areas where a robot vacuum can really save time. It's basically, instead of having to pull out a traditional vacuum every time you see some pet hair or debris on the ground, you can send the UR3 out to handle the everyday mess, and I absolutely love that. It can also transition between carpet and hardwood flooring, so you don't have to manually move it every time. It reaches a different surface. For a home with pets or kids or just normal everyday traffic, that kind of automatic cleaning can really be convenient. Another major feature to me is definitely the navigation. The UR3 uses LiDAR laser navigation to scan and map the home. The robot can create a map and use that information to clean in a much more organized and methodical way. And you can see that map through the app. In the app, you can select different maps, you could have different rooms, different zone cleaning, and also no-go zones. From the app, you can choose specific rooms or areas that you want to be cleaned. You can also use zone and spot cleaning if there's a particular area that needs extra attention. And you can create no-go zones. So if there's an area and you don't want the robot entering, you can create a virtual boundary right from the app. That's useful for things like pet bowls, delicate areas, or spaces where you simply don't want the robot going. And if you have multiple floors, the UR3 can remember up to 5 different maps. So it's not limited to just one floor plan. Now, let's talk about obstacle detection because I think it's important to have realistic expectations. The UR3 uses LiDAR laser navigation. Now, it's not using an AI camera system that's designed to recognize every tiny object on the floor, but it does a really good job. So you shouldn't expect it to reliably identify things like small cables, earbuds, socks, or really other tiny objects. For this type of robot, I recommend picking up those smaller items before starting a cleaning cycle. But we could test it with much larger obstacles. Here, I'm using larger objects like chair legs and a storage box. Now, the LiDAR navigation helps the robot basically understand the whole environment and navigate around larger obstacles while continuing its cleaning route. So just like you would with any other robot vacuum, a little preparation before cleaning can really help it perform at its best. Now let's switch over to the mopping. The UR3 isn't just a vacuum. It also has a mopping function for everyday hard floor maintenance. And I really want to be clear what that means. So this is definitely a vacuum first and a mop second. Now, it's designed for things like everyday dust, light dirt, footprints, and keeping your floors fresh between deeper cleanings. It's not designed to replace manually scrubbing a stubborn or dried-on stain. But it works really neat, and it's replaceable. You can simply take it off, wash it. It comes with an extra one. Simply lock it back in place and you're good to go. And also the water tank is very easy to refill. Simply pop open the gasket. When you're done, seal it back up. That's it. For normal day-to-day maintenance, having the vacuum and mop functions together is really convenient. I absolutely love that feature. You don't have to pull out the whole vacuum and then grab a separate mop every time the floor needs some attention. The robot can take care of that routine cleaning all for you. And you don't have just one way to control the UR3. You can either use the smartphone app to control cleaning, select rooms, create zones, and set no-go zone areas. You can also use the voice commands through the Alexa or Google Assistant. But there's another option that I really like. The UR3 also comes with a handheld remote control. So basically, if you don't want to pull out your phone or open an app, you can just use the physical remote instead. It's really convenient. And that's particularly nice for people who prefer traditional controls or for family members who aren't as comfortable using smartphone apps yet. So you've got an app control, voice control, and the included remote control. And before we wrap up, let's talk about maintenance and what's included. The UR3 uses a replaceable filter up here. Just take it out, and it comes with one if you need an extra one. It's really nice. And you also have the additional parts and accessories that come with the unit. Additional brush, mop, brush. Having replacement and maintenance components available is very important because robot vacuums need regular upkeep, just like a traditional vacuum. Keeping the filter and the cleaning components maintained helps the robot continue operating properly over time. And the self-emptying station means you're also spending less time dealing with the dustbin every day. Another feature worth mentioning is definitely the battery. The UR3 has up to 180 minutes of runtime. Now, Uninell says it can cover up to approximately 2,000 square feet on a single charge, depending on the cleaning conditions. So for a larger home, you've got plenty of cleaning time before you need to worry about charging. And the robot is completely designed to operate quietly, around the level of a refrigerator, according to Uninell. That means you can have it working while you're doing other things around the house. You could be working, watching TV, relaxing, or even sleeping without having the noise of a traditional vacuum constantly running. So after putting the Uninell UR3 through some everyday home cleaning situations, here's what really stands out to me. You've got up to 7,000 PA of suction power for carpets and hardwood floors. You've got auto carpet boost for increased suction when it detects carpet. Plus, you've got LiDAR navigation and smart mapping for a more organized cleaning. You can also select individual rooms or zones through the app, which I really like. And you can also create no-go zones. You can also save up to 5 different maps for multi-floor homes. That's really convenient. There's also a 3.5 liter self-emptying station, which Uninell says can hold up to 90 days of dirt and pet hair. And for pet owners, the tangle-free brush design is intended to help reduce hair wrapping. You also get mopping for everyday light floor maintenance, up to 180 minutes of runtime, and the ability to control the robot all through the app, Alexa, Google Assistant, or the included handheld remote. And I think the most important thing is understanding what this robot is designed for. It's a vacuum first and a mop second. It's great for keeping up with everyday dust, dirt, debris, pet hair, and light floor maintenance. But you're still going to want to manually handle deep cleaning and stubborn dried on stains yourself. And because this model uses LiDAR rather than AI visual object recognition, pick up small items like cables, socks, and earbuds before you start a cleaning cycle. It really helps. But if your goal is to automate the everyday cleaning and spend a lot less time vacuuming and mopping yourself, the Uninell UR3 gives you a lot of useful features in one little system. You can map your home, choose exactly where you want to clean, let it vacuum and mop, have it return to the station and empty itself, and then get back to your day. And that's really what I want a robot vacuum for. Less work for me and a cleaner home.